I just don't see that happening unless you would have to turn one of your top heels face. I mean, like, if you would do that, you got to balance out a top heel. And then,
yeah, but we're already lacking heels, right? We're already lacking heels over on Raw. We've got Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Right, we've got Triple H and Shawn Michaels that are both out. We're both going to be back. I mean, Shawn's going to be out later. There was talk of keeping Shawn out until, like, October or November. We're going to put up a report on that here in the next few days where, he may not even be back in time for SummerSlam, maybe even later than that, as he's requested more time off, and they may be open to giving him that. The Undertaker, we just put up an article today. I know he's over on SmackDown, but he had minor hip surgery, so he's going to be out for a little while longer. Triple H, when he returns, they're going to do the storyline where he comes back as a face and then continues to go after Orton, who's the heel. So I think we're in need of another big heel over on the Raw side, and I think that heel could be Batista, and then you set up a match, Batista and Flair, like I said, possibly for SummerSlam, you know what I mean? A big, high-profile match that they would hype up big time to say, you know what, Flair's coming out of retirement, this is his big match back, and, Flair and Batista go way back, and you would have to have one of those guys as the heel. Like Jose said, they could turn Flair heel, but I don't know that they're going to do that, especially, Flair's return match, his first match back. I think they want to make that big and have Batista. I think they'd want Batista to be the heel there.
True that. Well, let me follow up with a question then. Who of all the top three heels on either brand would you want to turn face, and who are the top faces on either brand that you would like to turn heel? And that's all I got. So.
All right, thanks for the call, man. That's a loyal listener, always in the chat every week. Jose, I'm gonna let you answer that. I just had my buddy walk in the door here, so I'll let you answer that, and then we'll get back to take some more calls.
SmackDown, let's see. And on SmackDown, I always see, the thing is, I always like Y2J as a face. I don't know why. I mean, he does play an awesome heel but Jericho would probably be my choice to turn face. And turning heel on SmackDown, I don't know why, but I've never seen Jeff Hardy as a real heel, and it would be nice to kind of see him turn heel over there on SmackDown. And on Raw, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, I always, and still to this day, think that Cena will eventually turn heel. May not happen anytime soon, but I think it will happen eventually. Seeing him turn heel might get him over a little bit to the older crowd, but it all depends what type of direction he ends up taking that heel turn. And from heel to face, I can't even guess on who. It's just so hard to pick someone on that roster right now, since everyone is kind of like all over the place.
How about Randy Orton?
Randy is good. Randy from heel to face is okay, but I think that his greatest work is done as a heel. Maybe Big Show. Big Show always had that funny type of character, lovable, huggable, big teddy bear when he's playing that face role rather than the heel role.
Outlaws from the chat room, you're live on WZR Radio. What's on your mind?
How long is St. Douglas going to be in TNA? I thought he was retired and.
Yeah, well, he wasn't
retired.
I thought he was a priest. He wasn't retired. He had a problem with he had a pill problem, and they sent him home, and he cleaned himself up, and now he's given an opportunity to come back with the company. I think he's going to be there for a while. They did an angle last night at the Impact tapings where it looks like he's going to be on the Slammiversary pay-per-view in a couple.
He attacked.
Him and Daniels, him and Daniels are going to be. They're probably going to have a match at the Slammiversary pay-per-view. He cut a promo last night at the tapings, and then they had Raven, who also came back and joined Dr. Stevie's little faction there with Daphne and who was
is Victoria gonna win the bout the first time?
I don't know. It looked by the looks of things last night that she was going to come in and she was going to be in for a major push. Here's a cheap plug. WZROnline.com. We have photos of Victoria's TNA debut last night. We have 2 photos up on the website right there on the main news board. So make sure you guys go check those out at WZROnline.com. But yeah, man, it looks like she's in for a good sized push. I'm actually going to post something as soon as we go off the air. I already have it written up. Where Awesome Kong on her Twitter, somebody asked her about Victoria come to TNA, and the only response that she gave was fresh meat with a question mark, which I thought was kind of funny, but whatever. But I'm going to put that up on the website here as soon as we go off the air. Do we have any more calls? No more callers. All right. What else, Jose? Let's. I'll tell you what. I got a buddy that just came here, and we're only about 8 minutes away until we got to wrap things up. So let's wrap it up now. Let's do some plugs, and we'll come back next week, as always, Tuesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, WZROnline.com. You know where to find us. So unless you got anything else, Jose.
No, not really, because I'm hungry, so it kind of actually works out.
You're hungry? What are you going to? You going to Wendy's or what?
Nah. The Wendy's over here, man, is like 2 towns over. I'm actually, I don't even know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm hungry, so I know that much. I ate too much this weekend, so it gotta be a little bit light.
Hey, the guys that wanted SmackDown and ECW spoilers, head on over right now to ProWrestlingScoops.com. Once again, ProWrestlingScoops.com. The top headline right now is ECW and SmackDown spoilers. I would run them down right here, but I got some company that I was expecting for a little bit here, so I got to bounce out of here a couple minutes early. And SmackDown spoilers, ECW spoilers for tonight. ProWrestlingScoops.com. You can check out the official website of WZR Radio at WZROnline.com. All right, Kimmy Udo, you got me. Cecilia R., M. Street from the chat, Mr. Mecha Man, Shaman of Sexy, Cold Black from the chat, Orton Tattoo Artist, Super KO is in there. Lots of people are in there. Chat shout-outs. Got to get them in, right? Jericho.
Of course, Jericho, and you got Little Wayne, Twisted Steel, Ultimate Fanatic.
Everybody. They get them every week, man. They're the same guys are in there every single week, and we always give them chat shout-outs. So at least I got a few of you before we have to take off here, and that'll do it. Jose, you got 2 websites, WrestleSite.com, WrestleCommunity.com. Tell them about them.
WrestleSite.com, which has been around forever, since 1996. Getting an update in the next few days, thank God. But more importantly is WrestleCommunity.com. We're actually going to be introducing Wrestle Community 2.0, which integrates Twitter, a lot of Twitter features that's going to be integrated with Wrestle Community, and also a little touch-up design as well in the next few weeks. So it's WrestleCommunity.com and WrestleSite.com.
Lil Wayne 20, you got about 10 seconds to tell me what your website is. Guy helps out on the forums, helps out with the shout box on WZROnline.com. So if you type in that URL in the chat room, in about 5 seconds from now, I'll give you a plug. If not, too bad. All right.
Too bad.
I waited. Too bad. So be it. All right, that does it. WZROnline.com, the official website of WZR Radio, WZROnline.com, ProWrestlingScoops.com has live SmackDown and ECW spoilers, Jose's sites, WrestleSite.com, and WrestleCommunity.com. We are out of here. Until next Tuesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern Time on WZROnline.com. This is Ryan Clark for Jose Rivera. See you next Tuesday. Peace, guys.
Later.